Yes, sir. Y'all already know what it is. It's the Beyond the Ghost podcast, and you are chilling with your host with the most, the confident but cocky one, you know what I'm saying? But I'm also humble too, you know what I mean? Cedric, the big stepper, not the little one, Agnew. We gonna talk about the previews and predictions of the fight this Saturday. This is Friday, so we gonna talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna also give you the keys to victory for Berlanga or Berlanga or Baloney, whatever you want to call him. You know what I'm saying? We gonna chop it up. We gonna get to it. I'm gonna also let y'all know how to beat Canelo, cause the Cinnabons out there, I call it Cinnabons, which is, you know what I'm saying, cause you know Canelo in English, I guess that's cinnamon or whatever. So I call his fans the Cinnabons. The Cinnabons out there act like it's not a blueprint to how to beat this man. It's a blueprint to how to beat him. He's been beat before. It's not a blueprint. It's not a blueprint to how to beat Baloney. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell y'all that he can be beat and how to beat him. I'm going to tell y'all also how to beat Baloney or Berlanga, or let's just call him Edgar. Call a spade a spade. We're going to chop it up. I'm going to also break down the undercard, not the whole undercard. I'm going to get to the Lara and Garcia fight. Cool boy Steph, he's also stepping into a fight. And in my opinion, I believe that's a fight that is a turning stone fight for him, because it's one of them. He haven't fought since the knockout loss to anyway. So his first fight back, I believe he said you know what I'm saying, like, not due to him, but he wanted to, you know, he been wanting to step back in the ring, but due to some unforeseen circumstances going on in his career, I don't know what, you know, if it was with the promotions or the manager, whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? He's here now. So, like I said, this is a turning stone fight for him. The reason I say that is because I really do feel like this is a fight he must win. Coming off the loss to Inoue, he needs to bounce back into the public, into the fans' eyes, to let them know, because the fans only remember you from your last performance. In boxing, they have very fickle fans and they have very forgetful fans. So it's all about, to them, is what have you done for me lately? And lately, he got knocked out to Inoue. You know what I'm saying? So Cool Boy Steph was one of those big steppers. But we gonna see. So let me go ahead and get to this 1 second. And we gonna get all the way to it. So don't mind me. I'm just doing what I do. Hold up. Before I get to that, I can't let this go by. Before I get to that card, because I don't want to forget, because I'll mess around and get too tied into this card breakdown and too tied into how to defeat Canelo or how to defeat Berlanga, Edgar. Let's just call him Edgar. Okay? We're going to get to it. But before I get to that, I have to get to this. I have to get to this. And this is, you know what I'm saying, my boy, man, coming back, because he was robbed in his last fight to Consecao. So, this is the Foster, Consecao 2. This is the rematch. Hopefully the judges got their bifocals on and they get this, and we ain't cursing this episode. So, hey, if I curse, hey, y'all forgive me, all right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I can only strive to be better. So, let me make my mistakes along the way and y'all correct me, okay? Before we get to this rematch, let me say, hey, this is the Beyond the Gloves podcast. You gonna look for me? Type in Beyond the Gloves 21. Don't forget that 21. And I beg of you, you know what I'm saying? Hey, hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Also comment. Hit that subscribe button right there. And also comment, man. I need y'all help to grow this podcast. And I would definitely greatly appreciate it if y'all help me do that. You know what I'm saying? Because the bigger I get, the bigger we get. I'm not just some podcaster. Like I said, this is the best boxing podcast because I speak from a real boxer's perspective. Nothing but boxing. From a real boxer's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Because I've done it. WBC, USNBC light heavyweight champion. WBC Continental light heavyweight champion. IBF USBA light heavyweight champion. Done trained with the greats of like Roy Jones Jr., Pernell Whitaker. You know what I'm saying? Went over to Australia, trained with one of Australia's best, Danny Green. Then went over to England, trained with one of England's best. You know what I'm saying? Tony Bellew. We done been all around the world, man. We done seen hella things. We done been in there at the top level. We done fought the Kovalev. We done fought the Bivens. You know what I'm saying? We done fought the Daniel Judas. You know what I'm saying? We done fought the Rayco Saunders and you know what I'm saying? The names go on and on and on and on and on. But we ain't gonna get too distracted. Let's get back to this. You dig? Robinson Conceicao, I believe that's his first name, versus Foster. Foster was robbed the first fight. Horrible decision. I had the man pitching a shutout, and they took the fight from him. In my opinion, I feel like they took it because Top Rank been throwing Conceicao these lobs, and he been coming up short every single time. So I feel like they felt like they needed to get a man a win, and due to Foster having 2 previous losses early on in his career, they felt like, ain't nothing wrong with getting a man another loss. He done lost before. No. You know what I'm saying? That man done turned his life around. That man done been through struggles inside and outside the ring. Don't, almost cursed. Don't mess over these boxers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, he's a champion. Treat him like that, man. For real. Don't do that. So I say the fight is going on at the Turning Stone Casino in New York. Get it right. Get it right. Foster, you know what to do. Do more of what you did in the first fight. And don't leave nothing in them judges' hand. Nothing. If you can stop that man, I believe you can. You got the power. You got the boxing ability and the boxing IQ to stop that man. I feel like the last fight, you played with your food just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But this time, you know what they come to the table with. They come to the table with those blickies. Because they robbed you last time. So they ain't scared to stick you up again. Don't let them. You know what you gifted with. You know the ability you have. You know the talent you got. Don't let them do it. Go out there and take care of business. And I salute you, my boy. Yes, sir. Now let's get to it. Here we go. Canelo Alvarez. Canelo. Mr. Cinnamon. Canelo Alvarez. I'm going to get to this whole fight card, all right? Let's get to this.
Commonly known as
Canelo Alvarez
is a Mexican professional boxer.
Get to his box rec. I'm going to pull up the box rec. Not because I'm trying to look at his record or anything like that, but because I'm trying to get to this fight that I'm trying to get to the fight card. So bear with me, my friends. Bear with me. Event. Okay. So, we got Canelo Alvarez versus Edgar Berlanga. Did I say baloney? No, I'm messing with y'all. We got Lara versus Garcia. We got Plant versus McCormick. And we got Cool Boy Steph. We also have Rolly. So I'm going to start with the Rolly fight Very brief on Rolly fight though. I'm gonna just tell y'all this about Rolly, okay? We know what Rolly coming with. We know he just got back with, I believe he just linked back up for this fight with Ismail Salas. So, you know, he's a very, 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 very good trainer. You know what I'm saying? Training the likes of Lara and other Cuban boxers and other boxers, so forth and so on. Rolly need to go out there and show that explosiveness that he's shown that got him that Tank fight. He need not to get touched, need not to get hit. Because Rolly is looking somewhat like Amir Khan, James Kirkland in the chin area. So he need to protect that chin, go out there and put hands and feet on that man so he can get back in the good graces of the boxing community. Now, I ain't gonna say too much about Rolly, because I'm not a fan of Rolly. I don't mess with Rolly like that. I told people he was overhyped to me, in my opinion. Y'all might think the same thing, y'all might not. But let's get to it more. Cool Boy Steph is fighting Carlos with 30 wins, 14 of those wins by knockout, 2 losses, 1 loss by knockout. And he was knocked out by Brandon Figueroa, which is, I believe, Cool Boy Steph fought Figueroa as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, I don't be too familiar with these small guys. But yeah. And he beat Brandon Figueroa majority decision. So this is one of those fights for Cool Boy Steph that is a must win. If he don't win this fight, you see, when he fought anyway, it was like right here. You know what I'm saying? It was like right here. After he lost it anyway, he got knocked down like here. Now this Carlos guy he's fighting is here. So Cool Boy need to go here. Because if he lose to this guy, or it look like a very competitive fight, the boxing races might have a little, you know what I'm saying, a little empathy when it comes to him going the distance with this guy. But it can't be going the distance and it be looking like a very, 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 very back and forth competitive fight. If you go the distance with this guy, you gotta whitewash this man. But if you lose to him, Cool Boy Steph, you fall way, 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 way down in that totem pole, my boy. Way down. And we don't need that. No, we don't need that. Not at all. Caleb Plant versus Trevor McCormick. I was looking at McCormick's fight. And I came across a fight. I didn't know he fought. Came across a fighter that he fought who I'm very familiar with because I'm from the Chi as well. Donovan the Bomb George. And not I don't mean like the bomb is like he's trash. I mean, they call him Donovan the Bomb George because he had bombs, boom, boom, in those hands. You know what I'm saying? And that fight was deemed no contest. So when I seen that, I did a little bit more research. And by research, I mean Google. And I seen that he was on that on them PEDs. You know what I'm saying? On them performance enhancement drugs is why they call it a no contest. So I'm like, And then I seen him fight. Also, I seen him fight on Showbox against Christian Peterson and win unanimous decision, you know. And I will say that going up against Caleb, he is in an uphill battle. in order to defeat Caleb, because McCormick, let me see, he got 28 wins, 21 wins by knockout. You ain't just going in there to just knocking everybody out, unless they unfair this man, soup kitchen workers and taxi cab drivers. But I don't see that on his record. He been there with, I'm not gonna say he been there with the top level, but he been there with some people, you know what I mean? And I think he ain't been in there with the who's, you know what I'm saying? The names that most people recognize in the boxing community. I mean, the hardcores might recognize the names, but the casuals definitely won't. And like I said, he's in an uphill battle. For him, he will make a name for himself if he go to distance with Caleb Plant, and it looks like a very competitive fight. He'll be one of those guys in the super middleweight division that other people will be calling to match him with. So if he go to distance with Caleb, trust me, and the fight don't go his way, he will be getting on phone calls still because they will be looking to match him with other people in that super middleweight division, like a Diego Pacheco. You know what I mean? So, but I feel like in order for him to win this fight, like I said, I've seen him, but I don't know too much about him. You know, and I've always been one of those guys that if you ain't exploding on the scene in this boxing and you ain't making huge rings out there, huge, you know what I'm saying, you ain't made a huge name for yourself, I won't be watching out for you. I won't watch out for you until you make me want to watch out for you. So traveling in my book ain't did enough to make me want to watch out for him. You know what I mean? So needless to say, he's in a tough fight. And Plant is in a fight, in my opinion, it's a stay busy fight. It's definitely a stay busy fight. So y'all got me on this one. Let me know what y'all think. Hit me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Hit me down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about that fight. I ain't got too much to say about it because, like I said, I know about Plant, but I don't know too much about his opponent. And with the lack of information and the lack of knowledge upon his opponent, I can't really give my true analysis upon that. You know what I'm saying? So fault me for not doing my research on him. But like I said, I just told y'all that I'm one of those fighters and one of those guys that I'm not going to watch out for until I feel like I have to. So we going to go on. The next fight is Lara versus Garcia. Oh boy, Mr. Swift Garcia. You know what I mean? Like, hey, this one of motherfuckers. This one of C start to get a little hot. You know what I mean? C start to get a little hot because Lara, he's an old Lara. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't been beat up on. You know what I'm saying? Throughout his whole career, he ain't been knocked out left and right crazy. You know what I mean? Lara never been stopped before, in my opinion. Lara never been, I don't want to give y'all no false information. Yeah, Lara never been stopped. You know what the crazy thing I was talking to my cousin about? Lara is the only guy in boxing today. It's like, how do I put that? I was playing Fight Night Champions. Lara is on Fight Night Champions. And it's crazy because Fight Night Champions came out years ago, and Lara is the only active fighter on Fight Night Champions. That tells you how long this man been in the game. So is he, and he's Cuban, so is he old? Like, what's the real age on your ID old? Or is he just, you know what I'm saying, old in boxing? Hey, Fight Night Champions. Y'all Google that game and see when it came out. And he wasn't making his debut when he was on Fight Night Champions. He had a few fights under his belt as well. Man, been around for a long time. But let's get to it. Man, Lara Garcia. Danny never been knocked out before. But Danny also, every time he stepped in the ring with a superb boxer, he lost. You know, Earl Spence, lost. Keith Thurman, lost. Sean Porter, lost. Sean Porter, in my opinion, he wasn't a boxer, he was more of a bully. Earl Spence is a boxer bully. Keith Thurman was like a puncher boxer. So going up against Lara, also Garcia stopped getting those knockouts when he went up to 47 and started fighting those, you know what I'm saying, the tougher opposition up there, the higher caliber fighters up there at 47. He stopped getting those knockouts. And so my thing was, when he was at 40, he was knocking them out left and right. Went up to 47, stopped getting no knockout. Was the power real? Or was the power just, a little shaky? Because Lara, he went up from 54 to 60. And he's still knocking mugs out. Now, I'm not saying they the top of the division, you know, they the top in the division that he's knocking out, but he's knocking out who they putting in front of him. And Lara is a champion. He's a WBA champion. He's a champion, man. You know what I'm saying? In order for Garcia to win, he has to, even though he's a smaller man, so, hey, don't knock me for saying this, but I'm just giving y'all the keys to victory to what this man needs to do to beat this man. If you want to beat the man, you got to beat the man and beat the man. Now, tell you what he needs to do. Garcia, swift. You can't box Lara, don't box him. You gotta fight him. Get in that man grill, hit that, hey, go away. Because Lara's long, pause. But he's long, pause. You know what I'm saying? He got that good stick. Might be another pause. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna keep that man at bay and let that left hand, let it go. And if he find Garcia with that left hand, hey, Garcia going night-night. Hey, Garcia going night-night. But in order for Danny to win or to make a competitive fight, he have to land hard shots on Lara early. Rough him up a little bit and stay in his chest. He can't get Lara distance. He had to stay in that man's chest, rough him up, even though, like I said, he's a smaller man. So I don't know how it's going to play out, but we're going to see how it's going to play out. But he can't let Lara get distance on him. If he let Lara get distance on him, it's going to be a long night, and he might go night-night. Now, to the meat and potatoes. I would have my theme music, but I ain't got it, but I'm going to sing it out. Dun, 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 Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Bologna is fighting Mr. Cinnabon. Edgar Berlanga fighting Canelo Cinnabon Alvarez. I mean, my fault. Canelo Saul Canelo Alvarez. Not Saul Cinnabon Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez. Excuse me, pardon me to all the Cinnabons out there. Y'all sweet. Ooh. But no, man. This is how. This is how you beat Canelo. Mayweather boxed him. Stayed slick, stayed away, boxed him. Made him miss those big shots because Canelo, he's a great counterpuncher. Made him miss those big shots and boxed him. Bivol beat Canelo with the jab and staying busy. Every time Canelo got close to him, I told people that Bivol would beat Canelo. Every time Canelo got close to him, he pop, 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 and move. Pop, 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 move. Pop, 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 pop. He was always letting shots go in his face, and people thought that Bivol didn't have power because he wasn't knocking him out left and right. But he sure made Canelo respect him. Canelo wasn't just walking in on him. Canelo thought those big shots that he normally was throwing to guys' arms was going to break that man down. But it didn't. Bivol stayed busy and stayed putting cookies and cold glasses of milk on that boy's head. But in order to beat Canelo, man, like I said, Berlanga, you can't abandon your jab. Stay long. Keep that up. Because Canelo, he's looking for that. He's looking for that. He's looking to unload. He's looking to make you miss. And boom, when he make you pay, he's coming with something hard. Pause. He's definitely trying to take your head off. What people don't understand in his boxing game, a little side note, people don't understand in his boxing game, that man is in the ring to seriously cause serious bodily injuries on you. He's not in there to play your friend. He's not in there to be your friend. He is not in there to, you know what I'm saying, to hold your hand. None of that. After the fight, yeah, y'all can shake it up, hug it up, or whatever, but when that bell rings, that man across the ring from you is trying to literally take your head off. That's what he's trying to do. You have to make sure that don't happen. So, keys to victory for Berlanga. Stay long. Hit Canelo with something hard. Make him respect you. Canelo gonna walk you down if he don't respect you. Bivol made him respect him. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather just outboxed him. He was just too superior and Canelo was just too young. But keep that jab in his face. Stay turning him. And also when Canelo get inside, Canelo's the smaller man. You're the naturally bigger man. You've been a super middleweight your whole career. Canelo get inside on you, push that little man. Ooh. So get your little back, man. You little, you small. And hit that man with something hard. Make him respect you. Show him how great you are. You know what I'm saying? Don't lay on the ropes. Stay in the center. Even in the center, if you feel like you throw something, he slip, miss, you know what I'm saying? You miss that shot, don't be afraid to tie Canelo up. And when you tie him up, you tie him up, breathe, and push that little man around. Show him, look, I'm way, way, way stronger than you. Now Canelo, he's short and stocky, he's strong, but show him you're stronger because I believe you are stronger. You're the naturally bigger man. There's blueprints out there already how to beat this man. So just copy and paste. Just do it with your own little flavor though. Make this an easy night for you. It's going to be hard, but make it an easy night. You know what I'm saying? We all know Canelo got that chin of granite, but has Father Time caught up with him? Canelo got about 500 rounds boxed. He got a lot of miles on that odometer. You know what I'm saying? A lot of miles. Berlanga, you are a 2024 Ferrari. You brand new, fresh miles. You know what I'm saying? Low mileage. Canelo is a 2008 Bugatti with about 300,000 miles on it, man. He's ran down, man. He ain't what he used to be. He's slowing. Hey, trust me. The Cinnabons out there might don't want to believe it, but he's slowing down. It's your job to exploit that, expose that, and on Saturday night, let Canelo know that it's a new sheriff in town, baby. Yes, sir. And that's that, man. That's how you beat Canelo. All right? But we gonna see if he can apply that. If he can, we gonna be celebrating. Puerto Rico! You know what I'm saying? We gonna be celebrating, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be out there with the Bully Quad. You know what I'm saying? Celebrating with y'all. Because I believe in him. He just gotta believe in himself. You know what I'm saying? Because in boxing, ain't no rule unwritten. Boxing is the theater of the unexpected. Anything can happen in that ring. It can be anybody's night. It just takes one slip of the cards for it to go the other way. If he go the distance, Berlanga lose the decision, you still a man. If you even hurt Canelo to the body or to the chin, you still a man. You gonna get hella props because ain't nobody seen Canelo hurt other than when Miguel Cotto brother hurt him. They ain't seen Canelo hurt in years. So if you can do it, hey, do it. I believe in you. Do your thing, boy. Something else I want to talk about before I let y'all go. A few people been asking me, said, Big Stepper, not the little one, man, I'm boxing. What are some good boxing gloves? I give people my opinion only based off of my preference, what I used in my career. I use Everlast. I use Grant. I use Winning. I use Reyes. And in my opinion, Everlast is something you get for your son to just go hit the bag on. If you're gonna really do this and you're looking to invest in your career, hey, get something good. Now, if you're gonna go with bag gloves, punching bag gloves, or gloves I use to hit the mitts in, I like Grant. Like Grant 10 ounces. Oh, make a great glove. Sparring gloves, I either went with Winning or Reyes. I wasn't a fan of Rival. I wasn't a fan of Everlast sparring gloves. I had a pair of Grant sparring gloves, but in my opinion, they don't hold up. You want some gloves that's going to go through the test of time because you're going to put countless hours and rounds on them, you know what I'm saying, on them gloves. So you want them to be able to hold up. You don't want to buy no $300-$400 pair of gloves and then you look down the road, you know what I'm saying, 3-4 months down the road, these gloves are tearing up. You don't want that. But the gloves I named are gloves that's going to last you. I got a pair of sparring gloves I ain't had for 10 years. Still feel good inside. You know what I'm saying? Still feel good. The leather on them still good. The material on them still good. They ain't broken down once. They some Reyes gloves, 16 ounce. Still good. I got some Grant gloves that I fought Sergey Kovalev in. And that fight was, 2014? And gloves still good. Still good. They bad gloves because they 10 ounces, but still good, man. So if you're gonna do this, invest in yourself, invest in your hands, you know what I'm saying? Because you put that BS on your hands, over time your hands gonna start to pay big price for it. All right, what else we have here? I have a few things on here, but we ain't gonna get to it all because I don't know how long I had y'all so far. The last thing I'm gonna say, last thing, someone else asked me, hey, what is the best defensive technique? Floyd got the Philly shell, you know what I'm saying? Catch the jab, shoulder, catch that right hand. It's gonna go right over your head, you know what I'm saying? Boom. That, catch that hook, that, catch anything to the body, that, catch anything to the body right there. And Floyd mastered it. What this don't work against is that overhand right, because it comes from that angle. And this blocked the hook. That blocked the right hand. Overhand right is coming from here. So you have to somehow get up there. You know what I'm saying? My defense, I like the high guard. I shoot from here. You shoot something back, boom, boom. I see it. But with the high guard, you have to have very sharp eyes because it's a catch and shoot type thing. So I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I see it. I feel like I'm touching you a little too easy, too much, and I feel like you're weakening. I just high guard and I just walk you down. It's easy. I'm not gonna say it's easy, because you have to been doing it for years to kind of like perfect it, but high guard. Another stance I went into was somewhat like what Andre Ward used. You know what I'm saying? You catch your jab from here, boom. Catch your right hand from there, boom. That left hook coming, boom. Shots to the body, you just step back on it. It's not that hard for someone who have perfected it over the years. But that's that. And I'm going to get up out of here. But before I go,
You are now tuned in to Beyond the Gloves with your host, Cedric Agnew.
you dig? Like I said, this is the Beyond the Gloves podcast. So when you go on YouTube, when you type in Beyond the Gloves, I might just pop up like Candyman, say my name 3 times, and I might appear in your dreams. You dig? But type me in Beyond the Gloves. If you want to be more specific, type in Beyond the Gloves 21. I'm gonna pop right up. Content, pretty. All my content is pretty accurate, and it's on the way with more content. But like I said, y'all help me grow this podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, give y'all these numbers. Right now, I'm sitting at a little over 350 subscribers. Help that number go all the way up. Like Fat Joe said, hey, all the way up. You know what I'm saying? Help that number go up, man. Help it go up. And don't be afraid to comment, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how to take criticism, anything you can tell me to help me grow this podcast. Do it. But make sure you do it by hitting that subscribe button and help me grow this podcast. All right? Don't be afraid to hit that like button. All right? But until next time, like it's the best time, I'm out this joint. It's the Beyond the Gloves podcast. And thank you for tuning in with me. Cedric, the big stepper, not the little one.
You are now listening to the Beyond the Gloves podcast. Subscribe now.